Hi, my name is Mary. Thank you for joining us today. It kind of looks like you're on a cooking show, but you're not. You're on an exercise show. We are going to have a blast today. But before you begin this or any other exercise program, you'll want to check with your doctor. You'll want to get his okay on things you can and cannot do. You'll want to have water handy dandy to drink before, during, and after our time together. You'll want to wear loose, comfortable clothing. So we're wearing an apron. You may want to too. It will be lots of fun. You want to work at your own pace. So if Carol and I are going a little too fast, you slow right down. If we're going too slow for you, and you can increase the speed in a safe way, then you go right ahead and do it. You want to make sure that you work at your own pace. That's really, really important because you're going to listen to your body, and your body will say slow down, or your body will say be careful of that right shoulder. So always listen to your body and do your best, a little at a time, a little today, a little more tomorrow, and we are going to be so fit and healthy. It's going to be a blast. When we're moving and we stretch and lengthen, you want to make sure that you don't bounce or force any move. It wants to be nice and smooth and easy. Of course, if you eat well, you're going to have the strength and energy to do it. And if you smile, it makes it a lot easier. Because we're working out in our home, you'll want to make sure you have a good sturdy chair. You want to make sure there's nothing over your head because we're doing overhead work and we just don't want to smash into that chandelier. You'll want to make sure that there's no lamp you're going to knock over or a kitten resting on a pile of books. And you'll also want to look down at your feet and make sure there's no rugs or cords or stacks of magazines or books like there are at my house. So you want to check your environment. You want to wear loose, comfortable clothes and have water handy dandy. Before we begin this program, let's meet Carol.
Hi, I'm Carol. I love to dance, which is good for the body, and I love to read, which is good for the brain. But what I've learned from Mary is that when you exercise, you get both. When you're moving around, doing your exercises, of course, that's great for the body. And when you have different movements, go right, left, up, down, that's a pattern, and that's great for the brain. So when you exercise, you get 2 in 1. How about that?
I love that. Woohoo! Yeah! So today, as you can tell, Carol and I are doing, it looks like a cooking show, but alas, it is an exercise show. Carol and I are going to use handy dandy rolling pins. Now a rolling pin, of course, is nice and round and you can roll it. It has these little handles, but the nice thing about a rolling pin is that it's round. So we're going to use a rolling pin, and also we're going to use a cookie cutter because we are making cookies today. So if you don't have a cookie cutter, that's okay because you can just do the movements. Now if you don't have a rolling pin, it is not a problem at all. And if you don't have a cookie cutter, not a problem at all. You could take a newspaper, and if you want a little rolling pin, you could roll it up just like this.
Wow.
Oh, wait a minute. That wasn't a good one. You can roll it up just like this. And then you can take either an elastic band or some Scotch tape and just put it around, and it kind of will give you something like a rolling pin. So this is a little rolling pin, but if you're not too flexible, you might want to use the paper long way too, and you can have a bigger rolling pin because if you're not too flexible, you can still do the exercises with something a little longer. Or you could use a roll of paper, like wrapping paper, or if you had a rolled up poster, that would work. Or you could have a nice umbrella because that is nice and round too. So usually anything in the house you can use, and we're gonna have a blast. But before we begin, let's have a little sip of water. Ah.
Then can we get cooking?
Then we can get cooking. Yes, I love it. Okay, here we go. So we're going to use our arms for the rolling, but we're going to need to get that blood and oxygen pumped to all those limbs and muscles. So we're going to have to start with the largest muscles in our body, which happen to be our legs. So we're gonna start by a nice easy tap forward. So, nice and easy. You're not snapping the legs out. Our buttocks are towards the front of the chair. Our ears are over our shoulders are over our hips. And right in front of our hips are our knees, and right under our knees are our ankles and heels. So alternate heels step forward. Good. There you go. So you can feel this. You're working on the joint of the knee, but you can feel it on the thigh. There you go. Now let's hold the 2 feet in and just tap the toes. When you tap the toes, you work the muscles on the sides of the shin, your anterior tibialis.
Tibialis.
Tibialis, I love that word. It's a good thing that I didn't have a baby girl. I would have named her Tibialis. Okay, now the toes are down and we're gonna lift the heels. So we're getting our legs all warmed up, working the joints of the ankles now, the feet muscles and ligaments and tendons. And now we're just gonna relax that leg. Feeling okay with those legs? All right, here we go. We're going to take our hands and lift the fingertips up. You'll notice that Connie and I are very straight. Now, because Connie was a professional dancer, you may see her add a beautiful little flair to some of these exercises.
I think you got the wrong name, Mary.
Carol!
Well, I don't know.
Because Carol was a professional dancer, she may have some nice little moves.
Hi, Connie, we still love you.
Then we hold the fingers down, bring the thumbs up and over and out. Now this is really good for the wrists. Our shoulders are relaxed and down. Now, because we're working in the kitchen, we're gonna work on the cupboard door. So we're gonna have the thumbs up and bring the cupboard doors open and close. All the while, we're sitting nice and tall and the corners of our mouth are turned up slightly. Very important, right?
Right.
Right. Okay, by the way, do you like to cook?
Yeah. I don't mind cooking when I know what I want to cook. But when you have to cook every day, you get a little bit, what am I gonna cook this week? And then the next week comes but I do love to cook. I do.
That's
because I'm Italian and I love to eat.
Italian.
I love to eat. So if you wanna eat, you gotta cook.
Okay, let's make those hands in a nice circle. Excellent. This is very good for the wrists.
Feel that on my wrist.
Yep, and then we're gonna go in the opposite direction all the while we're sitting tall, and boy, we feel terrific. And then we're just gonna shake our hands out just like we have a little water on our fingers. Great, so we have our fingers and our wrists. We're gonna make a little cat claw, and this is kind of like kneading the dough. Are you ready? Okay, so we're gonna knead the dough. So you knead dough, right? And then you have to kind of punch the dough down. Is that right?
That's right.
Oh, good. What else do you have to do to the dough? Put it in the bank. The dough.
Okay, I got it.
All right, let's knead our dough. There you go. Now I'm gonna watch you knead dough because you have a big pile of dough over there.
Oh,
that's a good idea. Get
I
that.
want some nice high bread.
Ah,
Making some bread.
You're gonna make bread today?
Yeah.
All right.
And you can make the cookies
Okay, I'll do that.
with your cookie cutter.
Okay, we've got that. Okay, now, just say for instance we were making pizza. Okay, so let's we're making pizza, right?
Okay.
So we kind of have to kind of pound it out
Right.
like this. Now, it's in a nice circle because we have to kind of pound it out right on
Right.
the edges, pound it out on the edges.
We want
Now-
nice and round.
Nice and round, okay. Now we're gonna take that pizza dough, okay, and we're gonna put it under our hands right here. Are you ready to flip it up?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Let's flip the pizza up. Whoa, I got that one. Whoa, I got that one.
Whoa.
Whoa, I got that one. Whoa, you had to really reach for that one. Got it.
It's not easy.
I know. Okay, one more. Up it goes. Woo! We've got it. Wow, that was pretty good. All right. Okay, now next we're going to get our mixing bowl. So we're going to pick up our mixing bowl and we're going to put the flour in and the sugar And the melted butter. And what else?
And the little water.
A little water. Anything else?
I don't know.
Let's sprinkle a little seasoning in.
Oh, okay. You're putting it in the dough. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's
And
a good
I
idea.
like that seasoning over there. Maybe cinnamon?
Okay.
All right.
And let's see. Chocolate chips.
Chocolate chips. Okay, let's put those chocolate chips in. All right, now we've got to stir it. So we're going to hold the ball and we're going to take our hand and really stir it. Wow.
That takes a lot.
That takes a lot. Let's try to stir it the other way. Ah, there you go. Boy,
even
we
it
are
out.
making, oh, it smells good, doesn't it? Can you smell it?
Yeah, I smell the chips. And the cinnamon. The cinnamon.
The
is-
cinnamon,
yeah.
yes. Okay, now we're gonna hold the ball with this hand, grab the spoon with this hand, and stir it. We are making a big batch, aren't we?
Seems like we're going to have an army come over tomorrow.
We'll have to invite you over.
Yeah, why don't you?
Okay, let's go the other way. Because we have to go all the way out the sides of the bowl, don't we?
Oh.
There you go.
Make sure nothing sticks to the bowl.
That's right.
We
You
want
got
every morsel.
every morsel. That's right. Oh, that's great.
Oh, wow.
Okay, now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to scoop it from the edges.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, this way.
Yep, scoop it from the edges.
edges.
There we go. There we go.
forget it
Now
in
we're
the
going to have to
middle.
take the bowl and flip it over. So we're going to take the bowl,
On your
flip
board,
it over.
right?
Yep, right on our board. There. So
Okay.
now we're going to be able to take our rolling pins.
Yeah, this is
All
fun.
right. All right. And you're just going to roll it right on your thighs. And this feels good.
Feels good.
Doesn't that feel good? So you're going to roll it forward and roll it back. There you go. I cannot
Roll
wait
in
to
the
eat
dough.
these cookies. Oh,
Forget
boy.
about a diet.
Yes.
No.
So, you know, cooking, we like to cook, but not all the countries are as lucky as we are to have all these wonderful ingredients. Why, think about cannibals.
That's true.
Like when cannibals eat stew, how come cannibals don't like to put clowns in their stew?
I don't know.
Because it makes it taste funny.
Oh,
Oh, man.
no.
And why don't clowns like to put divorced people in their stew?
Kind of bitter.
Yes, it makes it taste bitter. All right, here we go. So we've got it all rolled out. So we're going to
Nice.
take our rolling pin and put it to the side. And we're going to take our cookie cutters. So take your cookie cutter, or you can just make your hand go like this. And you're going to cut 4 cookies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to peel one off and put it on the tray. Take the other one, put it on the tray. Take the other one, put it on the tray. And the last one, and put it on the tray. Okay, now you have 4 more sections. So you're going to put the cookie cutter in the other hand. And you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. So you're going to pick this one up, put it on the tray. You have to pick it up from our board and put it on the cooking tray. There you go. All 4 on the cooking tray. Woohoo! So we're going to put this right back down. We're going to take our tray. We're going to bring it over to the oven. Turn the oven on. Turn the timer on. Good. Open the door and put our cookie sheet in. Okay, we're ready to go. So let's do some exercising with our rolling pin while the cookies are cooking. Okay, so we have our rolling pin. This time we're gonna have our hands palms up. We sit nice and tall. Our shoulders are looped up, back and down. And we're gonna bring our rolling pin just under the chin and down. Now, and I hope it's not too vulgar, but I'm gonna bring my rolling pin up because I have a little dough there. There we go. So this is good for the biceps. This is good for the front of the upper arms. There we go. Now we're gonna hold it right here and we're gonna push it right up to the sky. So we're gonna sweep up to the sky and down. reaching
Whee.
right up to the sky. Now, if your shoulders hurt, you can bring your rolling pin forward a little bit. If you have one shoulder that hurts and one that's a little stronger, then you can just bring it up as high as it's good for you. There you go.
Oops.
Great job. Last one and down. Whew! Now we're going to hold the ends of our rolling pin and lift one end up and the other end up. Good. We're sitting nice and tall, and gosh, we feel terrific. Don't you feel good?
I feel great.
Yes. And now you're going to go into a figure eight. One end of the rolling pin goes down and up. That is so excellent. Now, being an Italian cook, you probably know about pasta fazool.
Yeah, that's pasta with beans.
Yes?
And we have, loads of different kinds of pasta. Let's see, we've got spaghetti, which is the thin, long. We've got lasagna, which everybody is familiar with the thick, rippled dough. And, there's just so many. Gemelli, fettuccine, which is my favorite, and I'm getting hungry, Mary. This is not good.
Really, this is supposed to be an exercise show, and we're getting hungry.
My appetite. Between that and the cookies starting to smell, I think I'm gonna.
You're right, the cookies are smelling great, aren't they?
Yeah.
So we're gonna take our nice little roller and put it right down between our feet. Okay, we're gonna get some water too. Water is so good. Terrific. Water is so good for you. It's good for your intestines, it's good for your eyeballs, it's good for your skin. It's good for everything.
And it has no calories.
And it has no calories. And I've read that if you drink a glass of water or two before you eat dinner, you won't eat as much.
That's true.
And they say also to say not to bring the bread at a restaurant. I know, I can't do that either. I know it, but I'm just telling you, that's what they say.
I can make a meal out of it.
Me too. Okay, let's check those cookies. Okay, we're gonna turn the timer off.
Okay.
We're gonna turn the oven off. We're gonna pull the door open, reach in with our mitts.
Oven mitts. Don't
forget your oven mitts. And pull the cookies out and place them right on the counter to dry. Man, they smell good, don't they?
They sure do.
So while they're waiting to cool,
They have to cool.
let's work our legs a little bit. So we sit nice and tall in our chair. Remember, if you have a bad back, you can always put a pillow behind your back. We're nice and tall, and our feet are straddling our roller. So we're gonna take one foot and lift it up over the roller. This is good because it's strengthening the muscles to help pick your leg up, and that's really important to help prevent falls. We want to be able to pick our feet up. We don't want to shuffle along. We don't want to shuffle off to Buffalo. I mean, when you think of it, they have shuffle off to Buffalo, take a kayak to Nyack. They have like all kinds of
I've never heard
transportation to get to places.
Make sure you're at the edge of the chair. It makes it so much easier.
You're absolutely right. If you're too far back in your chair, thank you for that, Carol. If you're too far back in your chair, it doesn't free the hips up to move as smoothly. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And last one on this side, last one on this side. How do you feel?
I feel good.
Excellent. So let's stretch one leg up and curl the toe up, and then slide the hand down the leg. Now you'll notice that both Carol and I have one hand on the bent knee, and that's to support the weight of the upper back. And we take a breath in, and as we breathe out, we slide down a little more. So you'll notice that Carol is the dancer and can touch her toes, the lucky duck. And push the heel of the hand down into the thigh, come up. Take the hand on the straight leg and stretch right up to the sky and reach as high as you can go. And now reach over. There you go. Feel that nice stretch. You're feeling a lengthening from your hip all the way up to your arm. That feels great. Now bring the arm down and relax. Wasn't that a good one?
I like that one.
Okay, let's change legs, please. You want to breathe in and lengthen the spine so you have this beautiful line, ear, shoulder, hip. Hand on the knee for support. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Exhale and slide the hand down the leg. That's a good stretch for the back, but not a strain for the back because we have our hand on our thigh. While we're down there, we're gonna grab our rolling pin and up we go. Now we're gonna work the abdominals because if we eat the pizza and the cookies, we're really gonna need to exercise, especially our tummies. So fortunately, we're at the edges of our chair. What's important is to work the stomach when you lean back. You do not want to lift the chin up. So your chin stays parallel to the floor. So we'll just practice that a little bit. Our feet are flat and our knees are in front of our hips, and we're gonna lean back a little bit, but as we do, we're dropping our chin to keep our chin parallel to the floor. And then slowly up, keeping the chest up. Good. Then we're gonna lean back and we're gonna lift our rolling pin. Can you feel that a little bit?
This is a hard one.
This is a hard one. And so, if Carol thinks it's hard and if I think it's hard, it's hard. We move slowly, so if there are any hitches, right away we'll know that we have to stop or modify the exercise.
Okay.
There you go. Push the chest forward, and then we lean back, relaxing the shoulders, pulling the belly in to pull us up.
There we go.
Great. Isn't that a good one?
Yep.
Okay, now we're going to make it a little more difficult. Remember, if you have back problems, you want to be careful of this because we're going to work the sides of the waist. So we come back and hold it, and we're going to bring the rolling pin a little over to that side. Whee! And a little over to the other side.
Okay.
And then you're going to feel it on the sides of the waist.
Right.
If you relax your shoulders and elbows and bring it right over, you can really feel that.
Yep.
Good. Now we're
wow.
going to try to, while we're leaning back, kayak. So we're going to push the water back. It's kind of like a figure eight,
nice.
but we're leaning back a little bit. And boy, we're working our stomachs. Woohoo!
And I need that. Oh boy.
We all do. Little do you know, that's why we've got our aprons on.
Little camouflage.
Little camouflage, yes. Okay, now we're going to come right back to center. Now let's lift our fingers up as we roll forward. So we're kind of pushing the heels of the hands down, lifting the fingertips up and spreading them as wide as they'll go. That's it.
There we go.
There you go. That's just perfect. All the while, our ears are pulled up away from our shoulders and the corners of our mouth are turned up slightly, right?
Right.
Yes, indeedy do. Okay, now we're gonna have a little more fun with this and our abdomens. What we're gonna do is our buttocks are towards the front of the chair. We're gonna gently lean all the way to the back of our chairs. Does that feel comfortable?
Oh, we get to rest it a little bit?
Only for a little second. All right, here we go.
Okay.
We're gonna bring our rolling pin to our chest. We're gonna bring it up, but we only sit up a little from the chair back and relax back down. Breathe in, breathe out, up a little bit, shoulders are relaxed and down, and back. So we're really using our stomachs on this one. And up, there you go. Good job. Breathe in, breathe out, and roll. There you go, that's great. 2 more times, breathe in, breathe out, pull the belly in, shoulders are relaxed. Good. Can we do one more?
One more.
One more, that's it. One more.
One more.
And relax. Woo! Okay, up we come. Now, guess what? We have this dough over here that we made from the pizza dough, but we took a part of it and put a little water in it and made a pie. So, in order to roll the pie out, you have to roll it front a little bit, front and back. Now, from what I understand, you have to roll it to the side a little bit.
Right.
Is that right?
Right.
All right. Okay, so we're rolling it out to the side. We're going to roll it front again. There you go. That's great. And then let's roll it to the other side. This is excellent. Boy, I never realized there was so much dough in this little pile of dough.
We made a lot.
And right back to the center. That's right, you had a big bowl.
Right.
Okay, now we're going to turn our board around. And so now we're going to roll the other side of it. But as we do, when we come back, we're going to lift one knee. So we're going to roll forward, come back and lift a knee. Roll forward, come back and lift a knee. There you go. So we're still rolling our pie dough out, and we have the opposite side. Our shoulders are relaxing down, and we feel good. Whoa, I can still smell those cookies. Okay, now we're going to roll to one side, and as we do, we're going to step out to the side with the opposite foot. Here we go. We're going to roll to the side. There you go. All the while, the shoulders are back and down. We feel terrific. Let's do 4 more. And 3. Remember not to squeeze too tightly. And 2. And 1. Good job. Let's go to the other side. For 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. How are you feeling with that?
I'm feeling great, and I'm feeling like, well, if I'm doing all this exercise, maybe I'm not too guilty about eating some cookies. That's what I'm feeling.
I like that. I like that. Because I'll bet you're feeling like she is also. Okay, let's roll it out one more time. This time we're going to lift the fingertips up because sometimes it isn't focused and conscious that we squeeze too tightly when we're holding our little rolling pins, but sometimes we do just because we're focused. So we want to lift the fingertips up and spread them so wide. You did a great job today. You did just a great job. So we're going to put our rolling pins down and take a drink of water.
Who knew cooking could be so much fun?
Isn't it fun? It's always fun when you have a friend.
Well, that's always the case.
So we have each other and we have you. So let's grab a cookie.
Oh, yay.
These are good.
Not bad.
Are you liking your cookie? Did you get one?
It's very
Wow,
good.
that's good.
I must say.
Well, now we're going to do a little bit of a stretch. So we're going to reach right up to the sky and stretch up with both hands and then slowly float the hands down. Great. Placing the hands on the thighs, breathing in long spine. Exhale, your flat back comes forward. Use the strength of your arms to push you up. Good job. Inhale up, stretching up to the sky. And as you exhale, turn and bring your hands to the outside of one leg. Breathe in long spine, and as you exhale, turn the head back. Stretch out that neck, stretch out that spine. Come back to center, please, breathing up to the sky. Exhale, rotate. Come onto the outside of the opposite leg. Breathe in long spine. Exhale and turn. So you can put your hands on the sides of the legs if you want and turn. There you go, beautiful. And then slowly come back to center. That was great. You're a great cook.
Thank you.
You're a great cook.
Hope we Good.
See you soon.
Yep.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.